little extra light under these cabinets. It's a little dim, if you can see. This project barely needs any tools. Great. You're going to need a tape measure and or a ruler. Ruler's rigid, so it might work better for you. You're going to need a drill, and you're going to need your drill bits, as well as the driver that you're going to need. This project required a Phillips head. I would also recommend bringing a hand screwdriver because you don't always need a drill, and sometimes it's easier without the drill. Last thing you're going to need are a pencil and a marker. You'll also need some LED lights. I've bought these several times and they've been great. I used them in my basement, kitchen, in this project itself, as long as you hook it up with the power going to the side with the sticker on it. So I went to find my previous orders, and apparently the company I bought from doesn't sell this product anymore. There are lots of different options, but here's the key thing to look for. Firstly, you want to make sure that it fits under your cabinet, so buy a length that's appropriate. Here in this little video, you can see there's barriers that prevent you from sticking it completely underneath. If you don't mind it connecting to those two ends, that's fine, but if you want it to sit completely underneath, make sure it's short enough. Second key thing for buying these LEDs, the temperature or the color of the light. These are measured in kelvins, and the lower the Kelvin, the warmer the light. The higher the Kelvin, the bluer the light. There's different applications. If you're doing lighting in a garage where you want true light, you want to stick to about 6,000 Kelvin plus or minus 1,000 Kelvin. That's a good temperature for your garage. For a kitchen or a living space where you want it to be warm and inviting, stick to 3,000 Kelvin or 2,700 Kelvin. That's warm. These packages do include the hardware that you can plug it into the wall. It's a great beginner project. It comes with your own light switches as well. This light switch kit comes with multiple ways of connecting. You have these, which connect into the sides, but get hardwired, whatever box. You have these wires that'll let you daisy chain or connect them to each other. You have one of these. This connection goes into the wall, continues, you get the most length, and then you have a light switch. Continues, and gets connected into the side of the light. It also comes with these little connectors, which let you mount them directly to each other, so it's one continuous line of lights. In addition to that, you're going to have these. These stickers hold the wire so they can be held out of the way. You also get a bunch of other stickers like this. These stickers are great for your sticker collection. Do not use these to mount the lights to the cabinet because they never work. It doesn't matter how little the light weighs. Do not use these stickers. Instead, you're going to use the next thing. It comes with these little metal brackets. These brackets hold very well, and it comes with the screws that you can just screw it right into the cabinet. Use these. The first thing that you have to do is determine how deep your light is going to go. Here it's going to give some brightness, but you can see the light. But if you're going from my eye level, midway gives good brightness, all the way casts a shadow with that shelf, and we don't want that. So we're going to go about halfway. So once you've determined what your depth is going to be, get your tape measure and measure the depth of the whole thing. I've got a 1 foot depth, so I'm going to be going halfway. I'm going to put dots at 6-inch points. You can mark with a pencil, or my preference, a marker. Nobody's going to see this, so I use a marker. It comes out a lot clearer. Now that I've marked multiple depths of 6 inches, I'm going to use a long flat surface, like the side of this light, to draw a line. I can connect dots. Alright, so using that small connector, I can connect these to each other like this. I want to measure the length of the light, and I want to center it to the cabinet. To center this light, take the difference between the width of the cabinet and the width of the light, divide it by 2,
And that's how much distance you should have from each wall. So I end up with 73.5 minus 56 3/4 divide by 2. I'm going to have 8 3/8 inches on each side. So I like to put 2 of these clips on each of my lights.
So we're going to put marks where we're going to drill pilot holes. This is not an exact science, just have 2 to 3 spots marked down for each light.
One word of caution. The screws that they give you, want to check that it doesn't go through the material all the way. Here it's a little close. I'm going to screw it in a little bit less, just to make sure that it doesn't go through the top of the bottom shelf. I'm trying to remove enough wood from the cabinet so that the center of this screw can freely go in. I want to leave material for the threads to go into. So what I do, I match up my drill bit and I check to see that it's thinner than the screw. Now we're going to drill our pilot holes. Since these are mounted right in the center, you're just going to follow where it intersects. To make sure this doesn't go through, I put my finger on the shelf and I feel for a bump. Using your screwdriver or your drill, you're going to now insert your screws. Screw goes in this way so that the arms of the bracket hang down. Use your fingers on it, on the top. You can feel. With this particular model, you need to plug in the side with the sticker and the switch to the wall. So I'm going to flip this over so that the sticker is facing the side with the outlet to plug it into the wall. Alright, now we're going to pop it in, check for fit. Slide it down so it hits those points that you identified before. Now what you're going to do, take your light switch, plug it into the end, plug it in, beautiful. The last step is really important. You're going to use these to guide this wire so it isn't such a mess. Now it's also important to think about where you want your light switch to go. I'm going to fasten this so it's around here. Let's see. To make sure this works, I hold it where I want it and check that the cabinet door opens all the way. It does. So we can fasten this switch here. I found a good use for these stickers. We're going to use the stickers on the light switch to hold it right up on the wall. I'm double sticking the backs of these to provide enough depth to get past this curve. Otherwise, it wouldn't get full contact with the wall. To use these stickers, stick it to the surface and hold. Be generous with these and hide your loops. What you end up with, you have a light switch. And let's go for my eye level so you can see it. There you go.
So there really isn't that much to this project. But let's recap. First thing that you want to do is determine what those depths are going to be. You want to mark those depths, several points, and then draw that straight line. Secondly, you want to determine the widths. Find that center point so that your lights aren't stuck on one side or the other. You're then going to secure those brackets. Mark those pilot holes, drill them, and make sure you don't go through the surface of the cabinet. Then once your brackets are in, you want to put the lights in, plug them in, make sure they work, and then clean up that wiring. And you're done. If you enjoy projects like this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, or even request some projects that you'd like to see on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching.